Video. This is me cooking. All right, I like to cook. So here is I'm gonna make omelets. So I'm gonna make a Nutto omelet and a whole bunch of different omelets. So I've already prepared everything, and this is what I have prepared. This is obviously cheese. Well, that's the Nutto. See, it's really slimy. This is a mix of vegetables, onions, tomato. You know, just a kind of a mix. This is just tomatoes with virgin oil and some salt and pepper. Here's some ham. And then the eggs. So what I do, grab the egg and I put it into a bowl right there. That over goes in the trash. Mix up the egg right like that, really quick. Omelets for the family. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Put that in there. Cut the heat down to like 3 so it's not too hot. Just put that there. Spread it out a little bit. At this point here, I've already washed my hands, so you take some cheese. I spread the cheese over because I want the cheese to melt, right? Put the cheese in there. A little base of cheese. And then I'm going to basically put in some of my mince, which is my onions and peppers and stuff. Just a light layering of that in there. And then let's get some ham sprinkled up in there, okay? Oma, onakashita ima? Tabita? Alright, so I'm gonna make the Nutto omelet. So this is Nutto. This stuff is stinky. It doesn't want to come out. As you can see here, I'm holding it upside down. And I'm like, come on. Get out. It's a Nutto omelet. So I've never made a Nutto omelet before. This is my first Nutto omelet for my mother-in-law. And spread that out a little bit. And then I'm going to put some tomatoes, nestle some tomatoes. I've found that Nutto and tomatoes is really good. A little bit more cheese on top, just a little bit here. Okay, and then I got to get the spatula right here. And by now the egg is nicely cooked. Flip it over. Omelet right here, Nutto omelet is done. So now it's going to be hard pulling this out with one hand. Let's get a plate right here. Mama, I made you and Oma share a Nutto omelet. What do you mean yada? Alright, first, oh, she saw. And that is it right here, the Nutto omelet. What are you doing, Mikey? Hi, Nutto omelet, Oma. So there's the Nutto omelet. So I'm going to now move just a regular omelet for her brother. Again. Whoa, come off. That means her brother's coming. The alarm means her brother's on his way. Put that in there. Garbage behind me. I like everything stirred with the egg. Alright. What do I have in here? This stuff's gonna stick. Let's get that out. Alright, so that's in. Let's pour the egg in there. Let's mix it all up. So I like to have everything pretty much well done. Let's get the cheese in there. You know, you use your hands. Put that in there. Just make sure you wash your hands. I also sometimes use these gloves. Actually, I'll make everyone feel more comfortable. You know, these are great value. You can buy these little gloves and get these little gloves on. Let me wash my hands. She sold it.
竹色は納豆いらないよ。竹の納豆いらない。
納豆いらないね。納豆いらない。Alright. So regular. Now Western omelet. Alright, so I got my glove on, so now you probably feel better me touching the food. So you should get, these things are cheap, use them. They're cheap now. The surgical gloves, they're great for cooking. I use them for everything, like if I'm doing fish or other things in there. And get that in there. So, I don't know if you see what I'm doing, I'll try to hold it with my left hand. So I'm just grabbing what I want. I love to use your fingers and you get to feel the food in your hands. You know, get it in there. More cheese on top. And I always like put the tomatoes. I like the tomatoes fresh. You know, my thing about tomatoes is I hate cooking. I like the feel, the texture, the freshness of it. you know, and ultimately, let's. I got to use my left hand, so I want to actually get some salt and pepper. That I mix up salt, pepper, and some rice in there. Okay, and that's ready to go. Right. And the final product looks like this. Press it down a little bit. I've turned the heat down a little bit because it's still burning a little hot. I don't like my egg so cooked. Plate. Alright. And serving it up to the. And the great thing with these, it's gone. And then my hand's clean. So the response for the Nutto is "Dame dayo." So it's no good. So Nutto omelets are a fail.